So after the pressure sequencing, the next one in this series is the cylinder sequencing. Now most of the control systems they employ pneumatic or hydraulic cylinders as the actuating elements, and it might be required to have a sequence of extension and retractions of the cylinders to carry out the required action. For example, to carry out a particular action, two cylinders needs to be extended and contracted or retracted in a particular sequence. For example, the first cylinder extends, the second cylinder extends, the first cylinder retracts, and the second cylinder retracts in that order. So the cylinder sequencing is done to program how the cylinders are extended or retracted. Now to represent this cylinder sequencing, some conventional symbols are used. Each of the cylinder is denoted by a reference letter such as A, B, C, D, etc. The condition or the state of each cylinder is represented using a plus or minus sign. A plus sign if it is extended and a minus sign if it is retracted. Now let us consider the sequencing of two cylinders which has to be extended and retracted in a particular order, and represent this sequence using the symbols which we studied earlier. Now let us consider the operation of two cylinders in a required sequence and the representation using the valve symbols and diagrams. So consider two cylinders A and B. Now let the required sequence be that the cylinder A has to be extended, cylinder B has to be extended, followed by the retraction of cylinder A, and finally the retraction of cylinder B. We know that the extended state is represented by the plus sign and the retracted state is represented by the minus sign. So using the conventional symbols, the sequence would be A plus, B plus, A minus, and finally B minus. So the given figure shows how this sequence can be achieved using various valve as well as the switches. So initially both the cylinders are in the retracted position, that is A minus and B minus, which means that their piston or the rod will be the piston will be at the bottom, sorry, the top dead center towards the right side of the both cylinders. Now let's see the cylinder A. So initially the cylinder A is in the retracted position, which means that the piston is at the top dead center, that is toward the right side. So the total system or the sequence can be started using a push button and spring return valve 3x2 valve. So before starting, there are limit switches present in this diagram. Now limit switches are operated by the position of the piston of the respective cylinders. Here the A minus and B minus are operated when the pistons are at the bottom dead center or towards the left position, and A plus and B plus are operated when the sorry, it's in the other way, that is the negative or the minus sign represents the retracted position and the positive sign represents the extended position. So A minus and B minus are operated when the pistons are in the retracted position, and A plus and B plus are operated when the pistons are in the extended position, this condition. Okay, there are 7 valves used in this system to obtain the required sequence. The valve number 1 is a 3x2 valve which is push button operated and spring returned. It has two position, and in the first position the the fluid flow from the pressure source is cut off. Now when the push button is pressed, the fluid flow occurs and it pressurizes the second valve. The high pressure fluid from the first valve pressurizes the second valve. As a result, the fluid flow occurs from the second valve to the third valve, as shown in this diagram in the second position. Here we can see that the valve 2 is operated by the limit switch B minus, which means that the cylinder will be in the retracted position, that is the B minus position. We know that both the cylinders are initially in the retracted position, hence this will be operating the valve 2. The retracted position of the cylinder B will be operating the valve 2, and thus the pressurized fluid from the valve 1 will flow through the valve 2 and pressurizes the valve 3. The valve 3 is a 5 by 2 valve and is operated by the pressure signals from valve 2 as well as 4, just like a double acting cylinder. So as the valve 2 pressurizes the valve 3, the flow occurs from in this direction and pushes the piston of cylinder A from top dead center to the bottom dead center, that is from right to left. The exhaust gases are vented out as shown in the diagram. Now as soon as the piston of cylinder A reaches the bottom dead center, the limit switch A plus, it will be coming into effect. The limit switch A plus switches on the valve 5, and as a result the pressure source pressures the valve 6 through the fluid flow as shown in the position 2. Now similar to this double acting cylinder, I will repeat again. As the piston of the cylinder A moves from the right to the left or the top dead center to the bottom dead center, the limit switch A plus gets activated. This limit switch operates the valve 5. As a result, the pressure source applies the pressure through the fluid flow onto the valve 6. The valve the valve 6 is operated by the pressure signals from valve 5 as well as 7. Similar to the 5 by 2 valve or a double acting cylinder, due to the pressure applied from the valve 5, the valve 6 is operated or switched on, and it applies the pressure from the source, and similar to the cylinder A, it exerts pressure on the backside of cylinder B or the piston of cylinder B and pushes it from the right to the left. That is, the valve 6 applies pressure from the pressure source and pushes the piston from the top dead center to the bottom dead center, right to left. Once the piston of cylinder B reaches the bottom dead center, the limit switch B plus becomes active and B minus is now inactive. So this completes the initial two steps of the sequence, that is A plus and B plus, which means that the cylinder A has to be extended and cylinder B has to be extended, which is now achieved. Now as the piston of cylinder B reaches the bottom dead center or the leftmost position, the limit switch B plus is activated. Now it switches on the valve 4, and as a result the pressure source applies the pressure flow on the valve 4 through the valve 4 and applies the pressure through the valve 3. I will repeat again. Once the piston of cylinder B reaches the bottom dead center, it switches on the limit switch B plus. This limit switch B plus operates the valve 4. As a result, the valve 4 is switched on and the pressure source applies the fluid through the valve 4 ports and applies pressure on the valve 3. As a result of the pressure applied by the valve 4 on the valve 3, the second position of valve 3 gets activated. Thus, the pressure flow or the fluid flow will be across this line and towards the bottom side of the piston of cylinder A. This pushes the piston of cylinder A from the bottom dead center or the leftmost position to the rightmost position or the top dead center. This means that the cylinder A is retracted to the original position or the top dead center position. Thus, the third sequence A minus is now obtained, and as a result of the piston reaching the top dead center, again the A plus switch, limit switch, will be activated. Sorry, not the A plus, A minus switch. Since the piston reaches the retracted position, the A minus switch will be activated. This A minus limit switch operates the valve 7. As the A minus switch opens the valve 7, the fluid flow from the pressure source occurs across the line and it pressures the valve 6, which opens the second position of the valve 6. As a result, the flow is across this line and it pushes the piston of cylinder B from left to the right position, which means that the final sequence, that is the B minus, is achieved. That is, the cylinder B is retracted to its original position. Once the piston of the cylinder B returns to its retracted position, the B minus limit switch is activated. This opens the valve 2 and the cycle repeats. The cycle can be stopped by pushing the push button of the valve 1 at any time. So this is how a sequence of A plus, B plus, A minus, B minus operations of the cylinder A and B can be achieved. Please go through this example and try to understand how the valves are operated to achieve this sequencing. You can contact me if there is any doubt arised.